Morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whatever affiliation you may follow. It is another morning here in the parking lot. Wow, 36 degrees this morning, Fahrenheit. Yep, it was going to be a weird week weather-wise. It was supposed to go, I'm looking forward to when our friends in the UK, and the Europe and all that can get caught up. Um, I'm hoping this is just plain the end of daylight savings time because to me, it's a waste. I can't believe how many years later we were still doing this. Hell, I see guys out on tractors, running fields under and doing plowing and all that when it's dusk and they got their headlights on and yet daylight savings time was going to help somehow. I don't know, but I'm just glad it's over. Seems Deadline now has an article out confirming what has been said in the Mirror. And like I said, the only reason I focused on the Mirror article is because that one was by Nicola Methvin once again, and I'd like to know how Nicola's getting sources. Oy vey. Because getting your chance, at any type of information coming out of Bad Wolf is near impossible. That's why I die laughing when people say they have these top secret sources. They tell you they've got a Doctor Who leak, especially now that things have been transferred over to the new studio. Chances are it's something they got off Reddit and 4chan. And you can't trust that at all. Judging just by some of the garbage I've seen coming off Reddit and 4chan. Yeah, Robots of Death is definitely a classic one. What I love about it also is they never once mention the year. I don't think they mention the planet name. So the sand miner thing is literally could be anywhere, anytime. At least if what I remember of it. We do know Taron Capella was a criminal and decided he was going to turn all the robots in the Skynet and all that stuff. But a very creepy story. All right, so yeah, we've got basically a confirmation apparently from Deadline about the unit series and how it will feature Gemma Redgrave. There aren't a whole lot of details, but we do know, we've been talking about this for a while here on this channel. You folks who've been here with me, we've all suspected the first spinoff was going to be Unit because okay, Free Maggie, okay. Yeah, she's went on to do quite a few things, since Doctor Who. I'm dying laughing because someone was going on and on about Matt Smith's astounding success after Doctor Who. I'm like, he did a couple shit movies and scored it lucky with a Netflix series. That's not astounding. Or someone was going on about, when I said, wow, boom, Jodie's back to work. Well, it's been so long since Doctor Who, it's not exactly like she just went back to work. You have to remember, she just had a baby, okay? She was at home spending time with the family, And plus, you got to remember, she's flying back and forth because I believe her and her husband have a place in California as well as the UK, something like that. And now she's in Australia filming a series. Okay, so yeah, also there's been no mention of Ingrid Oliver. I'm just crying inside. But I'm beginning to wonder if RTD didn't give Chibnall a wink, wink, nudge, nudge about, including that scene, about, Jim or, Kate saying she might be recruiting. because it would be interesting, the unit series, if they did start incorporating the past companions more, because they would have had a lot more experience with certain species than unit has. But my big question about all these series, and I know you're probably all thinking about this as well, how is it that it's the 21st century? Remember back when, the Brigadiers, I think it was in Battlefield. No, was it Battlefield or was it? We got bullets that'll penetrate a Dalek. We got this, and yet where's all that crap now? Or, Torchwood didn't even have a weapon that would, scar a Dalek. And I'm like, weren't you guys supposed to be collecting stuff from all over everywhere? And yet, Jackass McQuack, the rich guy, all the way back in the first series of the new Doctor Who, the reload, the continuation. I hate calling it a reboot or a relaunch, because in essence it is a continuation. You got the Doctor digging a thing out of a bin, and he's going to go face off a Dalek with it. So Mr. Rich Guy has one. Oh well. But I'm glad to hear, Freeman Agyeman's going to that con as well. Like I said, Sophie Aldred, amazing. Like I said, if you ever hear her sing, she has an amazing singing voice. We were lucky that on one of our casts with her a few years ago that, she broke out into song. And like I said, she just has an amazing singing voice. Mark sent me a message about meeting Michelle Gomez, and he basically got the same experience I did with Jodie Whittaker. It's like, well, the thing with Jodie also, when she was here, it was a one-day appearance. And, it was before she even had her hair cut short. I'm like, oh, thinking, not that Jodie don't look amazing, whatever hair comes. I said I'd like to get in the photo with her when she still had her, her hair, still before it was cut. But she had to get it cut for that new series she's working on. But basically, you got in there, you got like 10 seconds, get a picture, get out. She was very kind, very considerate, though. Like I said, it's just, I know what that's like, because there was like 100 and something people behind me, and they were already coming up on past schedule. They way overbooked it, which is what these cons do, because they want to make money. Trust me, if I had the money to even conceive of pulling off a local con, especially in this era, I'm not sure if I would do it. I've known people who've done it. Like I said, I worked for a few years on the planning committee for Camp Dover Peace Conference ways back. That ran from 91 to 2006. And it's hard to believe it's been so many years since Camp Dover, but they were lucky on the years they broke even. If they broke even and maybe even made a few bucks, that was a good year. And they only had a guest like a couple times I can remember, and one was Bob O'Reilly, who played Gowron on Next Generation, and oh gosh, you've got to that man can drink anybody under the table, Robert O'Reilly. And there was also Robin Curtis was there one year. I can't remember how much they had to shell out to get her there, but for the most part, it was just a gathering of fans. Also, I do miss the when they had events that event down here at Pack Rat Comics, where I got to meet Caitlin Blackwood and Terry Malloy. And it wasn't a huge event. It was just this small little square out on the outskirts of Columbus. And they had over 350 people there, if I remember right, by the time it was all over. And everyone had a good time. Everyone enjoyed it. But Picard, I don't know. So far, so good. But at the same time, it's like a lot of the tropes they've been using this season are from past movies or other movies. So that kind of had me worried right there off the bat. You know, Mandalorian is doing really well so far, by the way. I gotta get caught up on that, yeah. So fun. We got more stuff, you know, confirming the unit spinoff. Sorry, it's just another dull. The only good thing is today's Thursday and we're not working Saturday, so. But I am enjoying it. They saw the one beast down there and in the Mines of Mandalore. I can't remember the name of it, but ugh. Hang on, I was just checking the time real quick. Because it's almost that time again. And yeah, the Fallout series, yeah, we're waiting for more information on that. They wrapped filming a while ago on that, and they got to run it through post, do whatever they got to do. And I died laughing because I like how they're using a lot of the practical effects for the power armor. From what we've seen a power armor suit. And a lot of those power armors and all that they're putting together, I think, based off what cosplayers have made. And there's been a lot of good Fallout cosplays regarding power armor. Now, oh, man, I don't know how anyone has the time or the patience. An underground vault, and there was a lot of underground vaults in the game. Oh, the underwater vault, yeah, Vault 120. There is a mod called, because it's named after the original quest line that would have led you to it. It's called 20 Leagues Under the Sea. It's up on Nexus. But it's a settlement mod pretty much. It's an amazing background, it's amazing scenery, but I don't like settlement mods where everything's already built and provided for you. Recently, someone did one at the Nuka World Transit Center. I'm like, yay, someone finally, got that map stable and all that, because I tried playing one before, and I have scrap everything. You got to be careful what you scrap on it. And then I put this new one in, and all the buildings are set up, all the shops are done, everything's decorated. I'm like, why the hell would I want this mod? It's pre-made. The challenge is in taking the environment you have, not using some mod to flatten the terrain out for you. Taking the ground, hell, I built a mod at the Listening Post Alpha, and it's basically a trench in front of a bunker, and you just got to use what you have and what ground you have. And it makes it more like Hangman's Alley. The only reason I liked Hangman's Alley is because it was a challenge. It was one of the dumbest settlement locations they could ever come up with. considering you got super mutants over there. You got, sure, you're close to the river, but the river's, contaminated. You got, well, it is near Diamond City though, but okay, but still, I just built up on that one. It's got like 3 levels. Got the ground level, I got a sleeping level where I have all the bunks, and then above that I put a small roof up over the top level, and that's where the shops, the bars, and all that are at. And I also have the plants and all that up there in pots, because all the enemies would spawn on the ground level and just wipe everything out every couple of times you were there. Oh well, it's that time. I have got to get going. Take care, everyone. Please be kind, be calm, be safe. We'll see you all in the future. I got to get my butt inside. I'm already a couple minutes past my usual time, so enjoy your Thursday, everybody, and hopefully we'll see you again in the near future.